Alright gamers, welcome to the second episode of this series, where we review random games, tell you a bit about them and give our honest opinions. I'm Richard from Press Start Gaming, and today we'll be looking at Paperboy, one of my childhood favourites. Paperboy was a creation of Atari and initially came out across the arcades in North America in 1985, where you played using actual handlebars to control your movements. It was quickly released on various home consoles like the BBC Micro, the ZX Spectrum and the Commodore 64 as early as 1986. The game didn't see a release on the NES until 1988. The North American version is notable for being the very first NES game developed in the United States. Elite went on to release the game on the Atari ST and PC in 1989, which was followed by an Amiga version later that month. A port came to the Master System in 1990 and was released by US Gold. I spent a lot of time on the Game Boy version, which came out in the same year. The version I played the most, however, was on the Mega Drive. I remember sinking many hours into it, whether it was trying to beat my top score or taking turns in two-player with my mates. I always had a lot of fun, and this will be the version I'll be talking about today. Anyway, enough about the many ports of Paperboy, let's talk about the game itself. Surprisingly, you play as a paperboy who delivers a fictional newspaper known as the Daily Sun to residents living on a suburban street. Over a week, your goal is to deliver daily newspapers to your customers. Any unintentional vandalism will result in them cancelling their subscription. Make all the correct deliveries and you'll be sure to gain more subscribers. Once you reach the end of the street, you enter an obstacle course which increases in difficulty each day. Here you have the opportunity to top up your high score by hitting targets with your papers and reaching the end. You begin each day on a map screen showing you which houses subscribe to your paper. Luckily, you don't have to memorise this, as in-game your subscribers' houses will be lit up like it's Christmas Day, and the others might just remind you of the Addams Family. While you're trying to achieve the perfect game, there are many obstacles and hazards you must avoid, like cats, remote control cars, oncoming traffic, and breakdancers. The game has 3 streets for you to master: easy, medium or hard. Each street can be played in single player or with a friend, taking turns to see who can be the ultimate paperboy. One thing I'm really not keen on is the music. It's not that it's bad, it's just not what I was expecting from the Mega Drive. It sounds more like the music from a Commodore 64 game. The sounds in the game are very reminiscent of the Atari 2600, which again, is not a bad thing, but when you're playing on a 16-bit console, I expected a bit more. There are a few voices in the game which don't sound fantastic, but instantly bring back good memories of when I played it as a kid. When it comes to the game's reception, it really is a mixed bag. Some of the ports were seen to be fantastic, but others were seen as disappointing. Besides the arcade original, and going by scores from reviewers at the time, the best version seems to be on the Master System, with CVG giving it a score of 88%, and the worst being on the Game Boy Color, which received a 4 out of 10 from IGN. But that is a handheld version, so is it fair to compare it to a home console version? You decide. For all you Disney buffs out there, did you know that Paperboy made a cameo appearance in the hit movie Wreck-It Ralph? Comment down below if you've seen him. Overall, this is truly one of my favourite games on the Mega Drive. Despite there being bigger, better games around, I found it very addictive, as I always wanted to beat my high score and hear that sweet right in the mailbox. We hope you have enjoyed our mini review of Paperboy on the Mega Drive. What did you think of the game? I've been Richard from Press Start Gaming. See you next time.